What's up, family? Back at you. I'm making this video on the power of self-respect. You have to respect yourself, okay? You have to have boundaries. I said in my past videos, you can look it up. Even Jesus had boundaries, all right? You have to have self-respect for yourself and for what you put yourself into or get yourself into. How people treat you, how you I'm not gonna say philosophize, but what's your character? You know what I mean? You have to have self-respect for your character. It's tough, and it's something that everybody doesn't have. Some people do, some people don't. Some people bend it, some people break it. You know, depending on the situation. There's many different situations. They can go over love, money, success. The list goes on and on. But you have to respect yourself, and you have to respect others. But first of all, you have to respect yourself, and you have to, sometimes God breaks your heart to save your soul. You know, I've been in many situations where, I had to, I had to stick to my guns, man. I had to stick to my guns, even if, sometimes I didn't even want to. You know what I mean? There's been times where, I was talking to a woman one time, and she had a dude that she was talking to as well, but she still wanted to deal with me, and I just was like, nah. She was like, why? Like, who cares? Like, I'm like, me. She was like, why? I was like, because I have self-respect. Pretty much, like, that's it. Like, I'm not going to be, you know what I'm saying? Dipping and dodging like that. Not with you, you know what I mean? But, there's just many different scenarios. In the workplace, you have bosses and supervisors and superiors. And, you want to be respectful, of course. But sometimes those people in authority take advantage of it and will, push your buttons or, try to walk all over you if you let them. Family members, friends, co-workers, the list goes on and on, So you have to have self-respect without letting your pride take over, Pride is a sin. As much as it's preached to have and all that, it is a sin. And there's many different reasons why it's a sin. It's a very big sin, if not the biggest, to be honest, because we all suffer from it from some one way or another. But, having boundaries and respecting yourself and telling others no, telling yourself no, you know, you hear about it with these celebrities, you know what I mean? A lot of these celebrities, they alter their self-respect to, gain wealth and fame. And you see it takes a toll on them, You have to respect yourself. You have to respect your spirit. You have to respect your soul. And remember who you were when you were a kid. Sometimes we get in the rigmarole of success and survival, and then we start, bending and breaking our respect for ourselves. And that can lead to a whole lot of things: addiction, alcoholism, the list goes on and on. A lot of times people that are dealing with afflictions is because they didn't respect themselves. And you got to forgive yourself too for not respecting yourself at times. But you learn from it, you grow, and you keep going. But have self-respect. Respect yourself. Respect your decisions. You want to be able to. One thing I say, I can look myself in the mirror. I'm not perfect. I made some mistakes, but I can look myself in the mirror because there's been times where, it's gotten real crazy, and I had to, had to put down my respect, no matter who it is, because people are crazy. People are great, but people are also crazy. So, respect yourself, and respecting yourself comes back to faith, because if you are put in a position where you have to, channel your self-respect, then you don't care what happens after that, in the sense of you don't care about repercussions, because God takes care of you. So respect yourself, respect others, respect life, respect love, respect God, and live a great life. Talk to you later. Peace.